Good morning, and welcome to the classiest place on earth. I hope you're all doing fucking great. Happy day. I have the worst allergies today. I can hear it in my voice. Fuck. Oh, wait. Yeet, you gave me like an acoustic version yesterday I wanted to listen to, and I lost it. Do you still have it? Good afternoon. Fuck ass shit. Seriously. I don't know what it is. It's like the rain, heat, but I woke up this morning and had a bubble coming out of my nose. Like I sneezed, and I fuck you not. I was the meme of the child with a snot bubble hanging out of their face. I hate it. It's so gross. Yeah, no worries, Yeet. I remembered it and I lost it. I wanted to listen to it really bad and I totally lost it and I was sad. I love Odessa, or however the fuck you say their name. I love the cheese wedge. It's perfect. It's a beautiful stinky cheese. You made a wedge of cheese wedges. It's very meta. I hope you're all doing well. Happy whatever day of the week it is. Thursday? I don't know. Thursday. Oh man, almost Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. Man, I feel really fucked up because we leave for Burning Man in a little under a week. A little over a week. And so it's just been constant go, 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 go that I'm forgetting what day it is or where I am or why I am. We did weekdays, man. It's Thor's Day. I should remember Thursdays, though. I was born on a Thursday. Thank you, Yeet. I appreciate you. Good morning, Allie. Thank you. We can decide it's Friday. We totally could. I mean, we could just make new days. It is kind of odd. Like, sometimes I sit and I think and I wonder, like, what, like we have 7 days in a week. We have 29 to 31 days in a month. Like, do those numbers psychologically get implanted in our head and fuck with us in a certain way? Like, if we didn't design weeks and days and months like this, or years or whatever, like, would we be a different species? I don't know. I think too much. Higher ground. Thank you. Coffee toast. Hold on. Cheers. I thought it was Wednesday. I thought it was Wednesday today. I'm going to be honest. Had no idea. I don't know, man. Days of the week are stupid. Oh, they'd never... Allie, you know my mail. Nothing's going to go that fast. I mean... I don't know why, but Denver, the USPS, UPS, whatever, I mix them up all the time, is a joke. I mean, I think for my birthday, my mom sent me a card, just a card, and it took 2 weeks to get to me. A card. Why? Is it like 1901 and we're hiking through the hills with horses? What's happening? I don't know why. It's Colorado. When you watch that higher ground performance, look at their faces. Incredible how everyone is. Did it even load? Don't fuck with me. Not today. It took forever. I mean, so did my mom's. And she's in Washington. I mean, literally, she could have flown from Washington to Colorado and delivered that letter in 2 hours. And it took 2 weeks. It was crazy. It's just crazy. Like, she's 2-hour flight away. I don't know. It's why. I don't understand it. It's got to be because we're in the mountains or something, or we're like a last stop for mail, but everything takes forever to get here. Or leave. Have you ever thought about that? If things were different, they would be different? Kind of mind-blowing all the time. I also think about the fact that we just accept wind as wind, but it's just this invisible force that pushes us around. Like, no one's bothered by that. Like, what if it's ghosts? You don't know. That shit like, I think about that episode of, was it Love, Death, and Robots? Where it's the I think it's two insurance guys or whatever. They're driving through the desert and they break down or something and they pull over in the middle of the night and there's all these, like, ghost fish in the sky. And they, like, swim into the sky with the ghost fish. That's what I think of when I think of wind. Thank you. I am too. I hate wind, though. I feel like I just try to make up excuses to hate wind at this point. Wind makes me so fucking anxious. I don't know why. If there's a windstorm, even if I'm not in it, if it's just a windstorm outside and I can hear it, I can't sleep. Like, it makes me, like, edgy. Do you mind wind? Yes. Wind. Literally, that's it. Like, strong air blowing things around. Yeah, it freaks me out. I don't know. I'm not scared of it. I just get anxious in it. Like, I don't like it. I want it to stop. And then my stoner mind's like, what is wind? How come suddenly I can feel the air? I'm sober with these thoughts, my dudes. Good morning, Smooth. I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Yeah, wind. I know. Things like that, or the fact that there's like there's rivers at the bottom of the ocean. Rivers. There are rivers in the ocean. There are rivers of a different type of water in the bottom of the ocean. Shit like that really like haunts me sometimes. Yeah, no shit. Rivers at the bottom of the ocean. The salinity of these rivers is so heavy that the water stays in its own little like guided river at the bottom of the ocean, which is a salt water body. It doesn't make sense and it haunts me. It's so weird. Nature as a bluster, I take great umbrage, so cut it the fuck out. Same. Pretty sure at this point, you're just walking. I mean, you're not. I've made jokes about it, but at this point, I'm probably an edible. I do take tea breaks. Like, don't get me wrong. Usually, if I travel, I take a tea break. Like, I don't travel with weed because my worst fear is to end up on a no-fly list. I love to travel, and I never want that to happen. So I do take tea breaks every once in a while. Also, it helps with, like, you know, your tolerance and shit. But for the most part, tea breaks aside, I have smoked weed every single day for, like, 9 years. At least. At least. Taking out those tea breaks. I'm definitely an edible at this point. Like, there isn't a follicle on my head that isn't saturated in a THC molecule, probably. Molecule? Katie, that's not a word. It makes sense. Thank you. There are lakes at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, they freak me out. You know what, Rod? I've made jokes about that. Like, he says he doesn't like weed, but I'm like, you might like weed a lot more than you realize you like weed. Like, he makes jokes about his dick being addicted to me, and I'm like, it might be the drugs. Maybe. We were literally, no shit, I think it was last night or the night before, Rod, we were talking about that in our watch party in the Discord night, which we have every night at 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern. And I think Glut made that comment. He was like, between you, Vissy, Viata, and anyone else who keeps up with you guys during stream, you are edibles. And it's funny because we joke about that, like, probably. Because you guys know they do tests and stuff. Like, there's some places, I've known places of work that will test hair strands to see, like, they can see how far back you smoked weed in your hair strand or something like that. There's so many weird things. Like, if weed's truly in that much of my tissues, I am a weed. I'm a weed now. In the way that we are water, yeah, right, Viata, we're weed. We just have, I mean, Crispy, I'm saying, like, is it a different level of post-nut clarity? Because, like, you know there's topicals. Who's to say my pussy fluids aren't topical at this point? Poop stuff. I'm saying I might be like Poison Ivy, but with weed pussy lips now. I don't know. I do. I just give it that little, like, kiss. Just a little clam slam. You're healed. Oh, does your knee hurt? I got that. I'm sorry. That's too far. Katie, stop it. Bad Katie. Bad Katie. No shit, Allie. I had a migraine the day before yesterday, and I had the migraine sleeps as well. My wife's not edible, too. I'm saying, what up, Drew? Are you shocked? Jack, well, he's self-proclaimed doesn't like weed. He tried it in school a couple times, and every time he tried it, he said he just didn't enjoy it and wanted it to be over with, which I totally respect. But, like, any of y'all have been in a long-term relationship, you absolutely know that you are trading borderline every single fluid at a certain point. I'd be curious. I kind of want to give him a THC test and see if he turns up positive. Oh, shit! Yeet, you didn't hear your lungs uncollapse this morning? Oh, fuck. I cannot with that. Drew, we were talking about how, like, last night, Glut made a comment, and it's totally, I mean, yes, he made a comment, he was like, between you, Vissy, Viata, and anyone else who keeps up with you in stream, you're basically walking edibles at this point, which we are, I think. Like, I'd be curious, like, for real, outside of tea breaks, which I definitely take whenever I travel and stuff, I think tea breaks are good. I do them not only to lower my tolerance, but to me, it's a good idea to figure out, are you smoking to cover up an emotion, or are you smoking because you still like smoking? So I do that every once in a while, which is good. But outside of that, I have quite literally smoked every day for at least the last 9 years. You know what I'm like, there isn't a follicle on my head that isn't THC at this point. On that note, cheers. Where's my cheers? Silence. I have 2 music videos I desperately wanted to watch yesterday, but they didn't load right away, and then I forgot about them, and then we're going to jump into the game, because I think we're going to beat the game today. It doesn't seem too long. If you're unaware, I cannot remember the name of this game. Still Wakes the Deep. Still Wakes the Deep. Still Wakes the Deep. Still Wakes the Deep. For the life of me, I can't remember the fucking title of this game. I've tried to tell people about it so many times. Still Wakes the Deep. God damn it. Glut made that for us. Viata asked him very kindly, and he made it. Isn't he wonderful? What's the effect of THC on the mucous membranes, like in terms of concentration of metabolized product? So, the THC doesn't build up in the mucous membranes. However, it's absolutely can be absorbed via mucous membranes. So, like, the THC in the smoke, it can be, if it's vaporized at the right molecular size, like small enough, it can start to be absorbed down the mucous membranes. But THC is actually held in your fat molecules. It's very water positive. It loves water, so hydrophobic. It gets into your fat cells, and that's where it tends to sit before it's like metabolized out of the system. It doesn't build up in mucous membranes though, and I think probably a lot of the reason is your mucous membranes are one of the number one most frequently sloughed. I don't know. Sloughed. I'm so bad at describing this, not gross. But you guys know, we shed skin and hair and everything all the time. We're constantly shedding stuff. Your mucous membranes, I think, shed the most because they're so sensitive. And so if it built up in there, it would be kind of, pointless or something. You know what I'm saying? Weed absolutely helps me get shit done. 100%. Biden-Harris administration announces new lower prices for the first 10 drugs selected for Medicare price negotiation to lower costs for millions of Americans. Thank fuck. So, Eliquis, which is blood clots, Jardiance, which is diabetes, Xarelto, which is preventative treatment of blood clots, Januvia, diabetes, Farxiga, I'm really trying to pronounce these, Farxiga, diabetes, heart failure, chronic kidney disease, Entresto, heart failure, Enbrel, rheumatoid arthritis, Imbruvica, blood cancers, Stellara, psoriasis, all sorts of psoriasis, and then Fiasp, diabetes. Fucking thank fuck. The fact that people are punished financially for having diabetes is insane to me. Thank fuck. I'm such a chicken. If I want to get high, I want to make sure I'm with someone who knows their shit. So if we ever hang, I know to trust the hell out of you. Absolutely. I would never. If anything, I won't let you get high enough. Like, I'm that person that would be like, you should, no. I'd take the bong away and be like, we're going to wait a couple hours. Because my worst fear is ruining someone's good time with weed. Weed is so wonderful and so fun if you consume it responsibly. And when people don't smoke regularly, like, it hits hard. Another reason I take tea breaks. It reminds me of how hard weed can hit. And I would never. I want people to like weed. And that's not the way. Fucking people up to the point of they can't function. No shit. So at TwitchCon, I already have a little harem of bitches that I'm going to take on a journey for their, like, either they haven't smoked before or they haven't smoked in like 10 years. And we already have plans. I have a smoke spot planned out. Like, it's at the end of the night, so they're not going to be tired. Like, I'm so fucking ready for this. But I remember, I know what it's like to not smoke weed and then go smoke weed. You get insanely tired, really disoriented, super fucking thirsty and super hungry, and you don't want to do anything. Versus people like myself, Vissy, Viata, people who smoke constantly. We smoke and then we go run. We smoke and then we go garden. We smoke and we go be active because we've built up this tolerance to it where it doesn't give us that, oh my God, I'm exhausted just dealing with this right now. And I don't want to do that to anybody. Like, yeah, I smoke all day. I would never. Like, people that don't smoke, it's end of the day on a nice couch with pizza. Period. Because that's the way to make it positive, in my opinion. And I want it to be a positive experience. Didn't I say Did I say hydrophobic? Hydrophilic. Did I say hydrophobic out loud? I totally meant hydrophilic. Philic likes the water. Phobic does not like the water. I'm so sorry. I misspoke. That was on me. No. Wrong side. Exactly. We've graduated to the level to do things stoned. And it's just because we smoke all the time. And I don't get that tired munchies soup. I do get dry mouth every once in a while, but I don't get that tired like, oh my God, my whole body thing anymore. But I realize that happens to other people and I would never want to ruin your good time. Like, fuck that. Drug prices, yada, yada, yada. I want to find out the batteries in those fucking sharks, man. Maybe people who have diabetes are also interested in that. My roommate's aunt brought over these THC and CBD, I don't know, bath salts. Apparently gives you a full body high. So I've done them. No shit. Vissy gave me some. She sent me like she did not send it through the post office because that's illegal. She drove it from Oklahoma to my house and put it in my mailbox and then drove home. But it was a jar of THC CBD bath salts that was like this big. And because I don't do edibles, I was very cautious with it. And I literally just used it up. I only used like a tablespoon at a time. And I'm going to be honest, I barely felt anything. It really just felt like all the muscles relaxed. Like, you know, when you're really tired at the end of the day, like physically, you've just been on your feet all day and you finally get to lay down and you get those tinglies where your muscles finally go, oh. It felt like that. It felt just very, like I didn't feel any cerebral effects whatsoever. It was just a muscle relaxation, really. And it was, I mean, I don't even remember. I think the whole jar was like 500 milligrams or something, and I was doing tablespoons of it at a time. Because I don't want to get too high. I don't want that for myself, let alone somebody else. Like, it's just not fun. I smoke all day. Sometimes it's noon before I hit the bong, but most times I hit it the minute I get rinsed and dried. Yep. That's me too. Literally exact same. Yep. Okay, we have 2 songs to listen to, and then we're going to hopefully finish this game. We'll see. But I wanted to listen to these yesterday. I black out. I didn't even know what I was saying. Anything that coming out of my mouth, like, you guys informed me of what came out of my mouth. It's just... It's a blackout. I'm so fucking hyper-focused. It's why, like, we've been playing Hades 2. I don't even know what the music in that game sounds like yet. Because I get so hyper-focused on just battle, fight, kill, that I don't even hear it. And you guys are like, oh man, this tune fucking slaps. Oh my God. And I'm like, what tune? It's muted. What's happening? I black out. I don't even, but I think I had a good time. I remember the post. Like, I had a good time. Autotune has been around for a long time, but it was only used to correct pitches on notes. Oh shit. It was used very sparingly. Or it was used sparingly, excuse me. Now people think it's great to overuse it so it sounds like a robot. I think it has a time and a place. Like, there's some music where like Starcadian, for instance, his whole gimmick is he's a robot. And his music kind of sounds robot-y. Or like Daft Punk or something. Like, I think it has a time and a place. But if it's used to just make up for a shitty voice and then I pay to go see you live and your voice is really shitty, I'm going to get really upset about it. Oh, Ice Penis. It's still there. It's that anus is still the self-fucking ass that's larger than a house. It's still there. Still there. Still fucking itself. The fact that it's still there is pretty wild, actually. All right, I'm just moving shit around. We have a game to play. I just realized what time it is. Day is flying. I don't know how long it's going to take us to finish this game, but if we finish early, we'll just do other stuff. I don't know. But we played a lot of it yesterday, and I do want to try to beat it. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that long of a game, to be honest. like one for a website, not a book. So, I mean, it just depends. It depends on what you're aiming to write. Like if you're writing from a first person perspective, like a biopic kind of biography thing, then probably not, because it doesn't matter if the facts of the memories and the stories are exact, because it's from the point of view of a person. And any adult human will be like, yeah, points of view are always, where every memory you've ever developed, everything in your head is always tainted by how you were feeling that day, what you ate that day, if you shit or not. Like, you could retell a story 5 times and it'll sound different every time depending on the mood you're telling that story in, you know what I'm saying? But if it's that kind of book, as opposed to if it's a third person telling the story of that person, then it's probably more important to get other people involved so you get the story correct. Because, I mean, God forbid you write a biography and family members are involved and they read it and they're like, that's not how that went, and then they hate you because you didn't even ask. I don't know. It depends on the point of view, I would say. My account still has all the fishing achievements up to the Skyrim chapter. Of course it does. I'm the opposite. I find it so hard to focus on a single thing, and my brain tries to take in everything at once, but ends up mostly focused on the loudest thing. Busy places are a nightmare, and I have trouble in movies with music sometimes. I totally understand that. It depends on how I am when that happens, 100%. Remember that Melodyne and Autotune are different. What's Melodyne? Melodyne is pitch correction. Autotune is more stylized pitch bending. I've never, ever heard of Melodyne in my life. That sounds like something you would take if you have the shits. Aw, honey, have you tried your Melodyne? I can't, love. I've been stuck on the port all day. You know what I'm saying? Melodyne. That's what that sounds like. All right, I have to pee really bad. First break of the day. Cheers. Load a bowl. Get the beverage. We're going to play this game. It's kind of fucking scary. Wait, Alchemy stuck on Dirt Man. Little dirt under my pillow for the Dirt Man. In case he comes to town. I'm so sorry, Rod. I love you so much. I'm going to run away before Rod unfriends me. Be right back. Sitting here. This one got unplugged, and I was trying to plug it into this side, and I was like, why can't... We're not going to talk about it. Let's play a game, yeah? These games are the timeless game. I mean, these songs. These songs are the timeless games. Why am I... You know what I mean. It's fine. Yep. Let's play a game. Good Lord. These games are the games from Games Long Game. Black Fox, it's truly miraculous how much better my brain works when a little bit high. These times are the gameless songs. Why am I like this? That was a hot hit. Okay, let's do it. This game is scary. I'm trying to think how to give you like a rundown. So the game is all in Gaelic. You won't understand any of the subtitles. It's an achievement to see what we should play. Because tomorrow's Fated Friday, so tomorrow's going to be music all day. So if you have music, if you have links, if you have funny stuff, tomorrow is the day. Bring it. I must fag out of the game. I don't know what that means. That game was wonderful, though. Please go play it. I don't know what the achievement was called for the Gaelic stuff. Hold on. I have no idea. It won't load it because Xbox is being a douche cockle. Without a fingernail, your finger gets really cold. Ooh. Well, that's why I bleeped out earlier. It's the cum achievement. That's the one I want. One of my brothers had horrific ingrown toenails when he was a kid, and they can actually go in and remove the root of the toenail off of the bone of your toe, so it doesn't ever grow back. If you're someone who just gets chronic, horrible ingrown toenails to the point where you're getting infections that could cause death or injury or losing a toe, they can go in and scrape that out, and that doesn't like mystically regenerate. If you scrape the root out, it's real gross. It was real gross. Sickening calm, breathing. I have no idea. It's not loading the descriptions. It just says the names of them. I don't think it's king of anything. But I had a game in Steam that's similar to this one, but I heard is really good and actually has a lot more aspects to it. And I was going to ask you guys about it. I think it's called Plague Tale. I've mentioned it a couple times because I've had it. It must have been gifted to me or something ages ago, and I've never played it because it's absolutely something I want to play on stream. There's a lot of, from what I can tell, dialogue. Not for me to read, thank fuck, because my voice goes really fast, but just like well voice acted. Hold on, where is it? It's not that one. Is it Plague something? Ooh, they can remove just part of the root too. Oh, you had the same thing. I am so sorry. It makes my feet curl. It just seems horrid. Horrid. Had that done after an ingrown big toenail to prevent it from happening again. Yeah. I hate it. Oh my god, it makes my toes curl. That just sounds so painful. I've had an ingrown toenail once in my life and it was horrid. I couldn't walk. I'm just gonna search. I thought it was more recent, but maybe Plague Tale came out, or maybe I skipped it. I don't know. No, it looks like I thought, and I like. I guess this was. I thought it looked like kind of a walking simulator, and people told me absolutely not. Like I was actually told very specifically that the game we just played is far more of a quote unquote walking simulator than this one. I'm trying to pull up the Steam page right now so we can watch a trailer from it. Stop it.
You'll never see her again.
Autoplay. Bane of my existence. I literally have checked, like not checked autoplay videos. It drives me fucking nuts. Yeah, I've heard the sequel's really good too. Is what shirt? The shirt I'm wearing right now? Nope. This is actually by a company called Black Craft Cult. Is it on me somewhere? No. Is it on me? Ah, it's at the very fucking bottom. This Black Craft Cult. But they're dope. They're really good t-shirts. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just own a ton of merch by them. Cuz they're I mean, I don't even want to call it merch. Like just their clothes, they're really high quality and they don't fall apart. It's my Hail Satan and drink coffee. But it fits though, right? Like I wish I would have been clever enough to think of this first. I'm not. But it's cute. Yeah. Blackcraft Cult. I saw some folks of Smosh wearing Blackcraft Cult merch on some of their episodes this past week. It's really good stuff. I also tore off 2 fingernails as a kid. Oh. Ow. Ow. I think the first one's called Innocence, right? I just want the trailer, bitch. Just give me that trailer. Where are you guys? There you are. Can I ask how? Can you, like, say how you tore off your fingernails without freaking people out? I'm just genuinely curious how one tears off fingernails. Was it like a degloving? Vile, 100%. Yeah. It's your pain scale is basically adjusted by what you have experienced in your life, and your body's kind of adjustment to that, and then relativity to that. Yeah. Story trailer? Do I want that? Is that spoilers? I'm not gonna do the story trailer. Rats! You think those are spirit forearms? No shit, Trouble. There's a lot of games like that for me, like the Batman games. They are so cool. Same with the vast majority of Assassin's Creed games. Super fucking cool. But the ones that are like hella linear gameplay, I just fall out of super fast. Witcher. Like, there was a part of me that was like, am I broken that I just don't enjoy this thing that fucking everyone loves? I just got bored out of my mind. I tried multiple times. Like, I own the game. I tried so hard. I tried with the show. And I'm just so bored. I just get so fucking bored. I don't know. and I feel bad because everyone loves it. So I know it's me. Linear gameplay as opposed to open world, Bobo. So like point A to point B to point C, nothing in between, and then maybe going backwards once in a while, but that's about it. Versus like I was just I played an Assassin's Creed game that was I think it's Odyssey. It's the one where you can dangle off a giant dick. Yeah, I did. Of course I did. And you could play like you could flip flop between playing the female character and the male character back and forth. It was a really cool concept, really really cool game, but it was very open worldy, and I feel like I had choices as to what I could do. I wasn't just like, you have to do this before you're allowed to do anything over here. You had to like clear it, like not. I just get lost in those. I've like, I've never. Don't hate me. I've never played a God of War game. It's just they're super linear, but I love to watch them. That was the point of that. Same with a lot of the Batman games. I do really, really enjoy the games. They're great, and I've watched almost all of these foresaid games, but I just get really bored playing them on my own. Not all games for everyone, right? Variety's the fucking spice of life. Odyssey, yeah, it's the Greek one, and I actually have it on my Steam profile, which I just looked at very, very recently. A game is oh god, what is it? It's the I want to say, is it Black Flag? It's the one with the sea shanties. Like every time I mention it, there's a couple people that are like, "Oh yeah, that's a really really good one," and then there's a couple people like, "That one fucking sucks outside of the sea shanties. It's a piece of shit." And I'm like, I don't know what to do. It looks cool and sounds cool to me. What up, senor? How are you? Oh, he's definitely uncut, 100%. Black Flag looks awesome, and give me the sea. I mean, I think there were sea shanties in Odyssey as well, because you had a boat. It was just like Greek sea shanties, right? 100%, no shit. Really, Black Flag is the best of a season along in a good while. Didn't they? So the only reason I haven't played it yet is I heard that they were remastering it. They might have already remastered it. It hasn't been on my radar. You just talked about hanging from a dick, and Twitch prompted me to suggest a poll. I know, bud. Do you know what time it is? Thank you for that, Mhath. You want to come say hi? How's my sweet void? Have you had a good day today? You're gonna try to lick me right in my mouth? Probably. Oh, the claws. Right down my neck flesh. Hi, bud. How are you? You're very cute. You look like you've had adventures today. Story was pretty enjoyable too, and the graphics hold up nicely. That's what I'm saying. Like the vast majority of the other games that are Assassin's Creed that weren't as open worldy, or like God of War or something, the stories are great. And honestly, I don't know a better way to design a game other than linear with stories like that. So it's nothing. Like it's no complaint on the game. It's just like me personally, I can't really get into those ones unless I play them on stream with you guys, because then I have like multiple things keeping my attention, which is why I super wanted to play Plague Tale, which is downloading right now. Can I have this arm, bud? Thank you. Yep, you can just lick the lotion off my arm. That's fine. I use natural lotion. The game's relatively big though. Let's see. It's about that time. Let's see if we can find someone cool to raid, and then the game will download faster. But so it's Thursday, right? So tomorrow's Faded Friday. If you're new to the channel or just swinging by, or if you forgot, I don't know how you would, because I honestly can't even remember. This has been the way. Faded Friday. Busy! That's where we're going. Perfect, Val. Thank you. Faded Friday is tomorrow, and Faded Friday is a day where we just relax if we can, chill out, unwind from the week. I myself and a few others get to smoke some pot, enjoy and imbibe within reason if you can, but I encourage you to bring good music and funny videos, because the moment I start streaming in the morning, I start watching chat, and I start opening up every link you guys start throwing at me that's good new music you don't think we played in chat before, music you think we'll all like, or just like, you know, that 3-second TikTok that made you pee your pants. We're into all of it. It's just good vibes. I hate that word, but I don't know how else to put it. It's just like, it's a chill day where we try to just laugh and have a good time and sit in awe and wonder of good music and shit like that. It's fun. I love Fridays, so I encourage you to bring your links and shit tomorrow. Saturdays, my partner actually does a indie Saturday where he literally downloads like 50 games in one day. Not really, but like 20 games all day long, and he does this indie thing. So he kind of hogs the bandwidth. So Saturday we will start up Plague Tale. A Plague Tale? A Plague Tale Innocence. And I will be very possibly annoying with how often I'm like, Plague wasn't started just by bear rats. Plague wasn't by bear rats. Plague wasn't by bear rats. Stop it. Wasn't by bear rats. Yeah, bandwidth be gone on Saturdays. So I'm downloading the game right now and I'm gonna install it and get it. I'll fuck with it either tonight or tomorrow and get the audio and everything ready on it, because Saturdays we ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing on Saturdays. We're lucky to be live at the same time. I'm very grateful that that doesn't get fucked with and that we both have like decent, you know, bandwidth. I don't. My brain broke in that moment. One moment. I'm petting a dog at the same time. It's fine. Oh man, it's got to be just a lot of like where I live. I do live in the mountains where it's kind of a miracle to have internet in the first place. I'm like a mile above sea level and all that shit, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's if Zach, I mean, it happens if I do it too. Like if I try to install a game at nighttime while he's like laying in bed watching a movie, his movie stops buffering. And our internet provider only lets us use the router that they provide, and the router and the modem that they provide, and we can't do anything about it, and we're just fucked. I've tried so many things. We're just fucked. And it's dumb. Yes, exactly. The plague of rats themselves due to lack of predation, 100%. Which is also sick. Can you imagine? I mean, I know a lot of you, I'm assuming all of you because we're animal lovers, but if a religion said to kill an animal, I'd be like, fuck you, you're the devil. Are you kidding? Like, just to proclaim an animal as Satan? Like, go. I know a lot of you have cats. Are you kidding? Like, what the same. Weird. That's weird. I know weird's subjective. That's it. Right, that's weird. Well, exactly. And like, if you didn't follow what your religion said, like, people would kill you and your cats. You'd be fucked all across. Like, it's just weird. It's a lot. Oh, dude, Kino, we actually spent a lot of money on a nice router and it still wouldn't work. Like, and that's when they told us we can only use theirs. It's so fucked up. And the one that they provided us is so old, you literally can't find like an information manual or a replacement online or like customer service for it. It's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Some people just don't want the church in their business, and that means killing cats. I mean, ugh, God, the altar. Ugh. I'm okay if praying mantises go away forever. If praying mantises go away forever, then we'd be overrun. How about you just be invisible to them? Or they're invisible to you? No. You have a barrier. I don't want you scared of them and be like surrounded by them, but also like, I actually love seeing a praying mantis in my garden because they're pest control. They eat bugs and it's the best. On that note though, tomorrow, music, funnies, Saturday, games, Sunday, probably games. I don't know, but I'm going to raid my good friend Vessi. Vessi? I can't speak today. I don't know what the fuck it is. My mouth is, it's like a gaped out asshole just dribbling shit. Why? All day. What the fuck? My dearest love, my best friend Vissy is streaming, and we're going to raid her. You're going to go be wonderful and kind and generous and awesome with your energy with her. And I'm going to see you in the morning. CK fucking out! Fuck this shit.